Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Cody Henderson with the League Winners. Today, I am with a very special guest. It is one of Cal's 2026 football recruits, Artem Korchagin. Artem, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. So, I gotta ask. We were speaking a little bit earlier before this. You mentioned that you came from Russia a few years ago. How did you get? How did you fall in love with the game of football?
It's kind of an interesting story. Well, it's all started my first, or I think it's second week of school of my freshman year. I've had a teacher. She's a teacher of English for speakers of other languages. So she helps all with all the Hispanic kids. Me, we have couple Italian kids, and she happened to know the head coach really well. And obviously, well, I had a good chance just based on my size. And she said, like, you got to go talk to him. That's how I got introduced to the football. And then it's just like went on from there.
Yeah. Um, so one thing that really impressed me about just looking at your, huddle and your X account, but what really impressed me was your SAT and your ACT scores. Was academics a part of the reason why you chose to commit to Cal?
Of course, Cal stood out as a great academic school, first and foremost. I really see myself as a person that's going to work in the engineering field in the next couple years. So I really chose Cal for the academics.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great school for academics, and I think you definitely chose wisely. One thing that I also really enjoy just about your profile is that you're not afraid to engage with the fans and the algorithm. You just talked about, what it's like, you're not even on the team. You're not going to be on the team for, another year, but you're already out there kind of engaging with the fans. What's that experience been like for you?
It's been great. Y'all showing like every piece of love I can get from the cow. It's really good that I'm coming from the program. My high school program is very valued in our society, people in our community, and people engage with us on the streets when they see us in the stores. And, you know, we have Facebook pages we post, and I'm kind of already used to talking to fans almost every single day. And I really like that the place I'm going to is have the same energy.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, are you excited to move? You're in Georgia right now. Are you excited to move out to the West Coast?
Man, I'm a world traveler. I'm comfortable wherever I am. I've been in Russia. I've been to Europe. I've lived in Europe for just a little bit. I'm comfortable wherever I am.
Yeah, that sounds good. So you play on the offensive line. What's an underrated aspect of the position that you play that fans may not know about?
I think fans don't appreciate the amount of skill it takes to play O-line and the way that people call the receivers and running backs the skill position, but they leave out as a non-skill position, which is completely not true.
Yeah, absolutely. So we talked about, the academics portion, but when you spoke with, the offensive coaches on the Cal staff, was the scheme or concepts anything that you're familiar with? Did that have any impact on your decision at all too?
I really, it doesn't really matter to me. I think I'll be comfortable in any scheme. I can learn it very quick. Doesn't really matter to me. But what stood out the most is the amount of different cadences they have, especially as a center. You will have to get used to it because in my high school we have two cadences right now. So that's going to be the biggest part for me. But other than that, we as a high school team will run pretty pro style offense, which is not very common in some high schools. And I feel like I'm used to everything that Cal has to offer.
Yeah, absolutely. What's something that you're just trying to improve on this season as you, get prepared for the next level?
I think I got to improve my strength because I got to get stronger to play with people that's my size. You know, in high school football, you don't see a whole bunch of D linemen that as big as me. But when you go to play in ACC, almost every team going to have the D line that's going to be competitive enough to play with me. And then I feel like my pad level can be better.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have any specific goals that you want to accomplish this season?
Of course, a 15-0 in state championship. That's my goal right now.
Yeah, yeah, heck yeah. Um, given the recent buzz from the latest other Cal commits, specifically on the offensive line, does that kind of get you excited just to kind of be a part of that unit as you dive into your football career?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's always nice to go and play with somebody that's really good because it's going to make my job easier. And when you have somebody that's really good on the team, it's like every day is a good day, basically.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So just to wrap this up here, I appreciate you hopping on. What's one thing that fans should know about you?
Uh, I think I'm open to communication with any fan, and feel free to reach out. I would love to text with y'all.
Yeah, well, I definitely think there's going to be some Cal fans that take you up on that offer. They're crazy about their Bears, and they love all the interactions they can get. So I think you're going to fit in just fine. Um, but yeah, Artem, it's been great talking to you today. I appreciate you hopping on once again, and yeah, we'll look forward to seeing you here in a season or two.
Yes, sir.
All right, Artem, take care.
I see.
Mhm.